Hello, hello. Welcome back. We're going to do another day of our winter crush. Today is day 7, and we are going to hit up Tabattas. So if you're doing this in sync, it's Tuesday, and it's kind of fun because it's a Tuesday Tabata. So anyway, we got to get a little funky, cheesy every once in a while. Why not? Let's go ahead and pull one knee up into our chest. Grab your knee, pull it up into the chest, rotate your ankle one direction, and then the other. Our first Tabata today, so this week is HIIT week, so we're going for intervals, trying to get maximum result, maximum return on investment from each and every session. Take a wide stance. We're just going to hinge over to one side. Get the breathing nice and deep and even over to the other. So Tabattas are definitely awesome for intervals. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. And we are going to take high intensity exercises and put them into that. However, I do have an alternate for anything that you need. Some of the high intensity stuff is actually counterproductive for some of us, and that's okay. Just hinge over those legs. See if you can get your legs straight. Slide those shoulder blades down. Take a couple deep breaths. You do not need any equipment, however, for today. Just some good old energy. All right, let's go ahead and pivot over our left leg. Get a little lunge in through that back leg. Shift those hips around a bit. Check in with the hip flexors. Check in with that inner thigh on the top. Even that low back kind of shifting around here will help get that open and aware and ready. Plant into your hands, and we're going to shift our legs. So put your left leg back, bring your right leg up. Same thing. Shift those hips around. Space and movement opening. And through that back hip flexor. All right, drop both knees onto the ground. Let's hinge back into our child's pose. So our first Tabata today is a mountain climber. You can start as slow or as fast as you are ready for, as you would like. So the goal with the Tabata is to push to your maximum so that you need that break, right? 20 seconds of that push, 10 seconds of the break, 8 rounds of each. If you do not do a mountain climber, you're going to do a super march. So a super march is knees coming high and then arms coming up overhead, marching in place. And again, you take it at your pace, right? If you need to take it really slow, controlled, that'll build a lot of core. It'll still build a lot of heat, maybe a little less heart rate, but getting those arms up overhead, grabbing through that core and moving will still drive that heart rate up and get you somewhere better than sitting in your chair all day. So without any further ado, let's get started with our first round. Mountain climbers or your super march. Ready, set, and go. Make sure you have a solid plank position, shoulders up over those wrists. Spread through your wrists evenly. Really push into your thumb and first finger. Make sure your hips are in line with shoulders. And time. Hinge back, get that little stretch. Take your break. Ready, set, go. Set 2. Great for the core, whether you're standing or in your plank. These will get your hamstrings also. Time. Mountain climbers still get me, for sure. Get that plank locked down and go. Set 3, enough. Push your pace enough. Drive in through those hands. Time. Whew. 3 sets done. Off to a good start. Ready, set, and go. Keeping shoulders up over those wrists, hips in line with shoulders. Time. Whew. Try to gather that breath. And here we go. Start. Just keep it up, keep it up. Wait for that timer. Time. Whew. It's working. A little stretch in that hamstring if you'd like. Whew. Go. Hang in, hang in. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, ready, set, go. 2 sets left. Hang on to it. 5 seconds. Time. Take your break. So far, so good. Ready, set, and go. This is it. Final set. Keep those shoulders up. You run your maximum pace. Nice work. Nice work. Definitely had to grind that one out. Whew. Hamstrings, core, shoulders, heart rate. Nice job. First one done. Okay. Next one up, we're going to do a 180-degree jump squat, which will look like this. If you squat, you're going to jump and try to get your full 180 twist in that jump. You can also do a 90 twist. Just means you have to jump a little higher. And then, of course, you can just do a regular jump squat or squat. Whatever works for you, whatever you're ready for, whatever you came for. I'm going to give us a little more time. You really do get a better second set, next set. You give yourself that time to recover a little deeper. So set your heel down. Could definitely go. But I want to be able to drive, especially starting those first few rounds. All right, walk it up, hang over those legs a second. All right, feel ready? Hopefully you do too. Here we go, jump squats, 180 jump squats or squats. Ready, set, and go. Squat, knees line with toes. I would suggest going different directions so you don't get super dizzy. Time. 1 set done. 7 to go. Ready, set, go. Sit those hips back. We got it. Time. Good burn, good burn. Ready, set, here we go. Come on. Time. Whew. That burns. where we want it. Finding the tough. Here we go. Squat, jump, twist. You put out your best effort. Come on. Time. Whew. Lactic acid galore. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Time. Whew. 3 sets left. Go. Oh, noodle legs. Doing great, doing great. Whew. The break is not very long. Gotta get my mind into it. Remember what we came for? Ah, whew. And go. Whew. Oh, time. Woohoo. Oh, that's it. Yes. All right. Way to go. We did it. Come down onto the ground. We're going to go a little knee tug rotation. Gear up. So the next set is going to be still kind of jumping, but it's a lot more core focused. So there's several different options and ways that you might need to do it. Extend your right leg long, tuck your left knee in, and then extend your left leg long, tuck your right knee in. Okay, so what we're doing is a get up. Okay, so what it is getting up off the ground, hopefully without using your hands. Okay, so this is the ultimate get up, right? You're gonna extend kind of everything straight. You gotta rock a little bit, roll, and then come up, jump at the top. You'll sit, roll back, extend, crunch in, jump up. Now, it's not gonna work for everybody, fully aware. Hopefully eventually it does, if it doesn't right now. So next step, you are at the front of your mat, right? This is your kind of starting point. You're gonna take your right leg, cross it over, okay? Plant your hands on the ground. You're gonna roll down. Your roll back and sit up are totally up to you. So you may just sit down, cross the left leg over, push, come up to the start. Plant your hands, using that core still, sit, cross over, using that core, push to start. Okay, so that's option 2. If you want to do the little hop, you can. Option 3 is to keep your head on the ground and do a little hold. So you're going to do a hold pass, but you're really not passing anything because we don't have anything. But pretend you have maybe a soccer ball or a big stability ball. Extend and pass, okay? Still getting that core. That's what we're here for. These get-ups is our core. Your pace and intensity, of course, are up to you, but we still want to keep it pumping. Ready, set, and go. So you come up, jump at the top, lower down, extend, tuck it in, jump. I'll hit this one with you this round, and then I'll hit an alternate with you the next round. Push low back into the ground, tuck those knees in. There we go. That's our set. Okay, so for the next one, face your mat, plant your hands, rotate, sit, switch the legs, rotate, stand, drop, sit, switch, turn, stand. And the goal is to use your hands and arm strength as little as possible. Still here for our core. Whoop. There's our time. And then otherwise, you're hitting up your pretend pass, your hold pass. Here we go. Drop, extend, tuck, jump. Tuck it in. Use that little bit of momentum. Time. Take your break. And appreciate wherever you're at, right? Whatever segment, whichever option, it's your workout. If I give an alternate that still doesn't work, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. I want to help you find your best place, how you can still get into the muscle groups we're working, and hopefully get the intensity level that you're shooting for. Tuck it in, jump it up. Sink that belly button back towards your spinal column. Time. 3 left. And go. Tighten that core. Legs are still getting fried. Time. Whew. Ready, set, and go. Tuck in, explode. Think of your legs like they're spring-loaded. Tightening in, coiling up, punching you to the top. Time. Go. Oh. Count on, last 20 seconds. Time. Oh boy. Okay. Nice work. You're going to feel good the whole rest of the day. Got all this done. Sit back on your heels if you can. Otherwise, lie on your side. Stretch those quads. Sit up a second. Support your low back. Grab that core. And just push those thighs forward. Awesome. Okay. I know you are not going to want to hear this. I kind of don't want to say it. But we're going to do burpees. So, burpee, the full push-up, as long as you can. I will definitely be hitting my quads. I can kind of already tell, just my effort level, which is good. Means I haven't been holding back when I put it all out. So, hands plant. When you jump back, you want to try to drop straight into that push-up. Then drop onto your quads so that your low back stays solid. Tuck in, jump up. If that doesn't work for you, option 2, plant your hands, walk back, walk in, jump up, or just stand. Otherwise, you're going to do a hinge to reach, okay? Hinge, knees are going to be soft, kind of like you're in a deadlift, to reach. Hinge, reach. So you're going as quick as possible for you, focusing that core, pushing through those glutes, get to the top. All right, ready, set, and go. Always feels daunting at the start, but we can get through 8 rounds, no problem. Just a little bit of drive, a little bit of determination, a little bit of willpower. We'll make it. Stop. Set 1. Ready, set, go. Elbows squeeze in tight. Time. Whew. Good work. 2 down. We're making headway. Go. Time. Whew. Ready, set, go. Supposed to be work. Stay fired up. Come on. Time. Slowing down a little. It's okay. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Make sure you're not pushing with your neck. Use core, triceps, then those thighs to pull you in. Time. 3, 2, 1, go. Getting stronger, fitter, leaner, every rep. Time. Last 2. And go. Keep pushing. Time. Last 1. Ready, set, go. This is it. Our last Tabata. We're going to stretch and get to our day. Drive into it. Last 1. Done. Told you we'd get it. Whew. Nice job. Okay. Gather your breath a second. Let's see. My watch says I'm at 72 beats per minute. Doesn't always work. All right. Let's go into a down dog. Plant those hands. Push the hips back. Drive your heels to the ground. Great job, you guys. Great job. Deep inhale here. Slide the shoulder blades down. Really feel like you're hollowing out your armpits. Hinge forward, digging deep into the back, pushing into the hands, tucking that tailbone. Here's our plank. Inhale, slide it back. Exhale, drop forward. Tuck, hold, contract. If down dog to plank doesn't work for you, then you can do a child's pose to up dog or cobra. Forward, hold that plank. Tuck it in, belly flexed. Inhale back, 3 more. Scoop through that belly, forward, hold. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. And then exhale forward. Drop onto your knees, keep them close together, and then hinge back. Spread those arms out in front of you, keeping your arms active. So you kind of are trying to pull your elbows to point at the mat, still sliding those shoulder blades down, hollowing out those armpits. If you can get your forehead to the ground, great. Both hands to the left. Shift your hips to the right. Both hands to the right. Shift your hips to the left. Back to center. Lie on your stomach. Put your right arm out, straight away from the body, palm on the ground. Roll yourself over that shoulder. Our scorpion stretch. See if you can get the side of the head on the ground. Spread through that palm. And if you're not feeling a lot, then try bringing your left foot closer up toward your thigh, your right thigh, and let the knee kind of fall away. And then use your left hand to push. So push into the ground. Relax through the neck and shoulder. And that push is going to drive a little more stretch in through that right shoulder and arm. But be nice to it. Maybe you don't need a super intense stretch. Sometimes stretching too much can actually be problematic. So be cautious of the pain. You don't need to overstretch, overpush pain in a stretch. Okay, so we're going to face the ground. Roll over to the other side. So now the left arm's out. See if you can put the side of your head on the ground. Right foot behind, that right knee's pulling behind you. And then push with that right hand into the ground. Feel that chest open, the shoulder roll back. All right, roll back to the ground. And we're going to go for our quads. Okay, so plant your left hand parallel to the front of the mat. And then see if you can grab your right foot with the right hand. If you're not able to do that, you roll onto your left thigh, your left side, and you pull this way. Otherwise, stay on the ground. Push the knee into the ground. Feel like you're trying to drive that knee in as you're pulling the heel. So kind of pushing little adjustments, driving that knee in or even that hip bone down. You'll feel a little deeper stretch in all the right places. All right, release there. Go to the other side. Forearm on the ground. Belly strong. So belly strong still, right? Because this can put pressure on your low back. And you kind of do engage your glutes here, again, to watch that low back arch. Lift that chest. Make sure your neck isn't sliding into your turtle shell. All right, release there. Push yourself up. Going back onto those heels like we did halfway through. This time, see if you can get your hands behind. If not, you can also grab, I don't know, a ball or a weight, a pillow, couch, stool, whatever you might have available, and then try to lift those hips up off your heels. Open the chest, drive the knees down, stretching through the shoulders, the core, your quads, and you'll feel a little flex in the glutes and hamstrings. All right, lower down. Take your right leg in front of you. Hit your hip flexor stretch. I'm going to lift the back knee. It's up to you if you want to lift it or keep it down. Drop it in. Once you get those hips dropped, kind of hug the knees in toward one another, in toward your midline, and then re-drop that back hip. Let your left hip kind of drop down to the side. So you're going to rotate onto the outer edge. Left foot, drop the left hip down. A little pretzel-y. Do whatever you can with it. All right, bringing it back up. Your left knee is going to be on the ground. Right toe comes up. Level off those hips first. So drop. That right hip likes to rise. Drop it down. And then bring your chest toward your toe. So you're pulling that right hip back, pulling your toe up, as you reach that chest toward the toe. It may be helpful to bring the floor up to you. Hopefully, eventually you can touch the floor yourself. And then I'm actually going to skip the pigeon this time. Go to that other side. We'll get it a different direction from up top when we're done. So now we're going to bring the left leg forward. You decide if you want to lift that right knee up or not. Either way, kind of hug those knees in toward the midline. So when you squeeze those inner thighs toward one another, you'll feel the hips line up. That pelvis will kind of line up a little better. You get a better stretch in that back hip flexor. So once you hug it in, let that hip drop again. Good work, good work. Hope you feel hot and sweaty and a little spent. Rock over onto the outer edge of that right foot. Drop your right hip down, supporting yourself on that right hand. Stretch through the right side of the hip up into your oblique. Rotate back around, knee on the ground. Pull the toe up, sit tall, level off those hips. So drop your left hip, pull chest towards your toe, reach down, nice and slow, scissoring those hips. All right, rotate that foot down toward the ground. We're going to come into a wide forward fold. Okay, so just toes are going to try to point in slightly more than your heels. And then just walk your hands back, keeping your legs straight as far as they'll go. You may even be able to get the crown of your head on the ground. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Maybe we should say sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. All right, and then hop it in. And instead of a pigeon today, we're going to do a figure 4 from standing. So take your right leg, cross the ankle over the left knee, hold on to a wall. I might need to. A wall, a bench, a chair if you need, and then sink down. So you should still feel that stretch in that outer hip we're always going for. Stand up. Switch over to that other side. Line your knee and toe. Flex that foot that's up on top. Driving the hips back, pushing that knee down. Come on up. All right, just have our forward fold, and then we're off on our day. Hinge over. Drive the backs of the hips, push them back behind you, and then let the weight of the head and shoulders Drop toward the ground, tucking that chin in. All right, on your next inhale, rise it up. Well done, well done. If you don't have time for anything else, always hit a Tabata. All right, have a great day.